What's up, people? Today we're going to be going over the top 5 pieces of tech that you need for travel right after this. Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I'm Kedrick Foster. I do unboxings and reviews of all the latest tech. So if you like that type of content, hit that like and that subscribe button. Now with the world starting to open back up, a lot of people are going to start doing a lot of travel. So I put together my list of the top 5 pieces of tech that you need before you travel. And I also have a couple bonus tips at the end. So number 1 on the list is an iPad. So if you're doing any type of productivity or checking emails, or if you just want to watch Netflix or YouTube on the plane, the iPad is definitely a must. Now if you're not an Apple person, you also can just bring your laptop. So depending on which ecosystem you're on, depends on which device you're going to be bringing. I bring both, because you know, some things you can do on the iPad, some things you can do on your Windows PC. But as far as convenience, it's nothing more convenient than just picking up your iPad and throwing a movie on. Now the iPad that I use is the iPad Pro 12.9 inch. But if that's a little bit too big for you, you also can use the iPad Pro 11 inch, which is a little bit smaller. It fits in almost like a notebook size, and it's a lot more convenient than pulling out the bigger iPad. Once again, if you're interested in any of these products that I'm talking about in this video, I'll have them linked down in the description. Alright, number 2 is a good pair of headphones. So if you're a headphones person, these are the Sony XM4s. They're really good for being on a plane, blocking out any ambient noise, blocking out the airplane engine noise. Throw these on and you're in a different world. If you're not a fan of over-the-head headphones, you also can get a pair of Bluetooth earbuds. These right here are the Amazon Echo Buds, but there's a million different varieties of headphones that you can go with. There's nothing worse than when you get on the plane, you want to go to sleep, and somebody's trying to talk to you, sitting back trying to talk to you. But 9 times out of 10, if you have these on, they'll get the picture that you're not in the mood to talk. Alright, number 3, and one of the most important things on this list is a power bank. You don't know how many times one of these will save you in a pinch. So of course, when you're out, you're dependent on trying to find an outlet at the airport and all of that. So instead of doing that, you can bring your own power. So these two are both ones I got off of Amazon. This right here is a very high capacity. I want to say this is 30,000 milliamps. And this one here is the Samsung. This is 10,000 milliamps. But the benefit with this one is it actually has a wireless charging pad on the top. Or if you have a smartwatch, or if you have a phone that can utilize wireless charging, this is a good investment for you. Now this will charge your phone, most phones, about 3 times before it's dead. And this bigger one will charge your phone about 10 times before it's dead. So I actually carry both of these with me, so I will never have the need to try to plug in somewhere. I always have power. And these both use USB Type-C. Alright, so we're getting towards the end of the list. Alright, so number 4 is going to be a smartwatch. But not just any smartwatch. You want to get a smartwatch that has NFC. And the reason I say that is, if you're walking through the airport and you got tons of bags in your hand, you want to stop, you want to get a drink or a bite to eat, the last thing you want to do is try to go digging through your pockets with all those bags in your hand, trying to find your wallet. So the reason I say a watch with NFC is because you can use Apple Pay. If you have an Apple Watch, you can use Samsung, Google Pay. Even if you have some Fitbits, you can use Fitbit Pay to pay for your purchase with your watch without taking anything out your pocket. I can't tell you how many times I've been in the airport and I'm fumbling through bags trying to find my wallet. So this is a pro tip. Set up your Samsung Pay, set up your Google Pay, your Apple Pay, your Fitbit Pay, whatever watch you get, make sure it has NFC on it. This here is the Samsung Galaxy watch, but there's, again, a ton of different watches that offer NFC. All right, so last on the list, and one that you might not think about, tags, or tracker tags as they call them. So this one here is the Air tags from Apple, and then I have the Galaxy Smart tags for Samsung. So whatever ecosystem you're in, we have an option for you. Like I said, I have both of these. So you want to pop one of these in your luggage, I would recommend buying multiple of these. So you can pop one in your luggage, you can pop one in your carry-on bag, and that way, if for some reason your luggage was to ever get lost, all you have to do is bring up your phone and you'll be able to track it. So a great security measure. And to my bonus tip, we'll get back to these, but again, a great security measure when you're outside the country, outside of your home city. If you lose anything, you'll be able to find it. Now, a couple bonus tips. Now, these may seem like no-brainers to you, but I'm going to bring them up anyway. So, of course, when you heard me when I said bring the power banks, but of course, the main thing you don't want to forget is your charging cables. So I bring a whole pack of charging cables, and if you're traveling in a group, it would be nice, if you want to be that guy or girl, bring both USB Type-C. You want to bring your Lightning, even if you don't have an iPhone. 9 times out of 10, somebody in your party is going to have an iPhone, and they're going to be the ones whose battery runs out, and you're going to be there to save the day. So you want to grab a USB Type-C, you want to grab your Lightning, and for any, like maybe your grandparents might have a phone that has micro USB, even bring yourself a micro USB cable, so that way you cover it all the way around. If anybody's devices die, you're going to be there to save the day with the right cable. Alright, so another tip, your bag. So now this is a bag I got off of Amazon. Now when you first look at it, it looks like any regular bag, but the difference with this bag is it has a lot of compartments in it. That's one thing, but the main reason I picked this one is because if you look here, it has a USB slot on the outside, and the reason for this is I can plug up one of my power banks on the inside. It has a wire that goes to this plug on the side, so I can plug my large, is what I usually use as my largest power bank. I plug it in to here and just throw it in the bag. That way, if I ever need to charge my phone on the go and I don't want to have my phone in my bag and I want to actually still use it, I could throw this bag on my back, have the cord plugged into the outlet, and still have my phone in my hand, or either throw it in my pocket so I can quickly get to it if I need to use it instead of having to dig through my bag. Alright, for my final tip, back to the trackers. So putting these in your luggage is not the only way you can use these. Now, for me, a lot of times when I'm doing travel, I'm going to Disney World. And when we do go, a lot of times we travel in large groups. So, idea came up with that might be beneficial to some of you, depending on where you're traveling. If you're traveling in large groups, let's say for instance you're going to Disney World. 9 times out of 10, your whole group is not going to stay together. So what I would do is I'll take, depending on, like I said, what ecosystem you're in, Apple or Samsung, I would take one of these. If you are planning to split up from your party, let's say one of your party wants to go on a certain ride and you want to go on a different ride, give this to whoever's the leader of the party that's splitting up. That way, when it's time for y'all to meet back up, you don't have to worry about, oh, let me see if I can get them on the phone. They might not answer the phone, they're on the ride, or your cell phone signal's going out. All you have to do is bring up your phone, look at where the track is, and you'll know exactly where the other half of your party is. So, like I said, this could be used in a million different scenarios, but that's just one. So like I said, when you buy these, you usually want to buy more than one. Buy a pack. But yeah, that's my pro tip. Use these to track your luggage and use them to track people. Only if they're no. Don't track people without their knowledge. Alright, so that's going to be the end of this video. I want to thank y'all for watching. Any of these products that I talked about in this video, I'll have down in the description. So you want to check those links out for the current pricing. A lot of this stuff, prices change all the time, so I didn't really mention any prices. But you can just click that link to see how much this stuff costs. So if you have any questions about anything I talked about in this video, drop them down in the comment section. I'll be sure to get to them. Until then, I want to thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.